America and outside of America, wherever, people are hungry for improv and fun. And as we kind of stumble through figuring out what improv is like online, it's really great to be supported. So thank you for helping us out. If everyone gave $1 or $5 tonight, the Nest Theater would live on and be healthy and afloat for a long time. And again, as importantly or more importantly, we're trying to give to another charity tonight because we thought it was important to share the joy and the wealth in this crazy time, to givedirectly.org. So please go to those things you see right here. If you want to wait till the end of the broadcast and you want to give at the very end, sure, that's fine too. But please do something.
Hey, maybe you're really hard on your luck and you aren't able to give right now. We get that as well. Things you can do to help us out. Share this video with your friends on Facebook. Go to and subscribe and follow and like us on all of our social media stuff. Just give us added boosts there. Every little bit helps.
It sure does. And we've got your back. We say that in improv when we go on stage together. And it's important for us to say that to our fans and audiences as well. This is a weird time. So if you can give, please give. Artists need support. Certainly people at risk need even more support. And we've got your back. If you can't do it right now, just sit back and relax and laugh. I'm real excited about the next thing, Rance, because I'm kind of like when I see magic, Rance, I get a little bit bananas because I'm like, whoa, how does this work? And I don't want to know how it works. I just want to believe that the earth is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This guy is so good at magic. He's so good at magic.
Tara, I'm done waiting.
I'm done.
I'm done waiting. Let's get out and make some noise for John Sturk.
Sturk.
Hi, everybody. John Sturk here from Chicago, Illinois. So glad to be with you all. Before I start, first let me thank Tara and Rance for putting on the Nestival and giving me a reason to get dressed. It's been a long quarantine so far, but I assure you, I've dressed up just for the show tonight. You know, actually I had this suit cleaned just before the shutdown. This is actually the first time that I've put this suit on since I got it cleaned about like 2 months ago. And oh, sorry, hold on. I like I said, I just got it back from the cleaners, and I would swear that maybe they left a pin in the sleeve. Let me see if I can. There we go. Man, that's annoying. I do hate it when it happens. So annoying. Anyway, again, folks, my name is John. It's American for toilet. There we go. And let's see. Well, I do get the question asked to me all the time. They say to me, John, where do you learn this stuff? Do you go to a special magic school? And actually, I did. I went to Michigan State. 6, 7, 8. All right. Before we get too heavy into this, I should probably do my just a little warm-up thing. And I was wondering if Tara, if you're still there, turn on your camera. I just want to see you.
She's coming. She's coming.
She's coming. Okay.
She's coming.
I'm here. Oh, John! I'm here.
I didn't warn her that this was going to happen. So, Tara, I just want to do a little warm up for you and on behalf of the audience.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm going to give you the answer ahead of time.
Okay.
Okay. It's either one or none.
Okay.
How many coins in my hand?
1.
Exactly right. But if I were to take this coin, put it away in my pocket, then how many would I have in my hand?
None.
Well, none is correct.
Oh, come on.
You're the worst.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll apologize. This trick does get to be a habit.
Oh God. Man. Why are you on the show?
You hired me. So don't blame me for your bad judgment. All right, but we'll get to the good stuff because when I perform, I like to be not only entertaining but also educational. So what I'm going to teach you right now, it's not a trick, but it's just more of a life hack. Okay, you guys know what life hacks are. It's a way of doing some common everyday activity in a way that'll save you time or save you money. And right here, I think is worth the price of admission using this.
What?
Okay.
It's dental floss. You can see it right there, real big. Now, if you're like me, you have probably gone to floss and gotten stuck with the very end of the floss reel. And I mean, what are you supposed to do with just this little piece? It's too small to floss with, and yet you don't want to just throw it away in the garbage and be wasteful. I'm telling you folks, you can save these and reuse them. I'll show you what I mean. I actually keep all of the ends of my little floss reels. I have different jars, of course, on my mantle for the waxed, unwaxed, spearmint, peppermint, government. I got a cackle from Rance there. Okay, good. And what you do when you have collected enough of the little ends, just roll them up into a little ball. This is what is known technically in the business as rolling the floss into a ball.
Mm.
And once you get it down into a teeny tiny little pellet, because of the waxy nature of the floss, it will actually stick to itself. So with a squeeze, I can get it to stick right onto that strand, just like that, okay? Now, at this point, all you have to do is achieve universal consciousness. Done. And you're ready to floss again.
Whoa.
Come on, no!
What?
Oh, come on!
Now, when I do this for people, I always make sure I give it away, and I'm ready to autograph it at the end of the show. I use a really, really fine point Sharpie to do it, but we'll give that away. All right. So next, it's kind of magic law that in every show we do a card trick. So I've got a spectator who's going to help me out with this, Kathy.
Yay!
There's Kathy. Hi.
Hello.
Now, I just want to emphasize, I have actually never met Kathy before, and we didn't prearrange anything. I didn't tell her anything other than I want you to help with a card trick.
Yep.
Yep, she verifies it, and so why should you doubt any of us? So, Kathy, I've got the cards here. I'm going to come up close to the camera so you can see those, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, all you have to do is just tell me where to stop.
Stop.
Sorry, I know. Oh, you got to go faster. I know the internet latency is kind of off a little bit, but that's.
Okay, I'm ready,
I'll do it.
I'm ready.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Just say stop. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Ah, that was one for me. It never gets old. All right, I'll do it slow this time. Just say stop.
Stop.
That one right there. Okay. Now I can see the card too. In fact, because it's on my screen. But to make sure that we know this is yours, Kathy, I'm going to put your name on it.
Ooh.
If you were here with me, I would ask you to write your name.
I can't spell my name anyways. It's fine.
Well, that would explain all the extra A's.
Yeah, indeed.
And today is the, May 2nd. Okay. 5/2/20. Okay. So there's the Kathy card there with the date. And at this point, all I'm going to do is just shuffle the card into the pack. Any basic magician should be able to do something where you shuffle the card and then find the card. So to make sure you know I'm not cheating, that's not your card there on the top.
Nope.
That's not your card there on the bottom.
Nope.
I simply press the button. Beep. That's the elevator button. It brings your card up to the top floor.
What the?
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. I'll make it a little bit harder, and this time I won't use any sleight of hand. I can't do that stuff anyway. For me, it'll be sleight of tongue.
What?
What?
What is happening?
Oh, I had it.
Come on! Man is a demon.
Now, obviously, that's not very socially distant. But what I'd like to do right now is really, like kick it up a notch.
Okay. Ready.
Now you've seen where I can find the card while I'm holding the deck and I'm looking at the deck. But to make it even harder, this time I will blindfold myself so that I can't see the cards. Okay. Set those down. I've spared no expense in making a homemade blindfold.
Ah, beautiful.
And this just goes over my. I made a serious miscalculation. New plan. I will blindfold the deck. Yes. Okay. I'll blindfold the deck of cards
Okay.
inside the bag. Give it a little shuffle.
Very good.
And let me ask you, Kathy, you're in Wisconsin, is that right?
Madison, Wisconsin. Yep.
Okay. And do you take cash?
Yes.
Do you take credit cards?
The whole card. Yes.
Oh, I do too. That's why I have my Chicago credit card.
Sturk.
Oh, okay, sorry. You guys used to live here. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we get it.
All right.
That's fine.
Let's see. We've got the cards in the bag. We've got the knife. Can we make it happen? Nope, missed. I shuffled it too good. All right, let's one more time. The card, the bag. There we go. I think we got it. Kathy, your card impaled on my knife. And if you were here, I would let you take that home with you, but I guess I'm going to have to mail it.
So amazing. Loved it.
Thank you. Thank you. That was many years of practice in self-denial.
Understood.
All right, let's see. I bet a lot of you, like me, are taking up a lot of new quarantine hobbies. For me personally, I've never been very good at cooking, so I've been trying to get into that. But also one I've actually really turned out I have a kind of a natural affinity for is origami. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Japanese art of paper folding, but few people realize that if you do origami with money, it can be really tricky, which is what I have here, my tricky origami sample. Inside, I have genuine U.S. legal tender. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the precision origami folds. I'll even stand up and get real close for this. There's one, there's two, there's three, and there's four. Now, you always unfold it the same way that you fold it. So it's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And people, you might want to put on a helmet so you don't make a mess when I blow your minds. Voila.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, the enthusiasm is underwhelming. It was like this, okay, and then it was upside down. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay, for the fabricated enthusiasm. You guys don't understand. This is actually a very dangerous trick. That's why they have a warning on the box.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It says fold and unfold only as an enclosed sample.
Mm.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't, you actually run the risk of turning the bill inside out. How many of you have seen an inside-out bill before? No? Well, I'm sorry to say, it does look a little something like this.
What?
What is happening? What?
Yeah, I know. Now, look, if you were here with me right now, I'd let you feel it, and you could feel it's real money. It's, made of that cotton linen stuff that all our dollar bills are made out of. A little bit sturdier than paper, the regular paper, so that if it goes through the wash a couple times, it'll be okay. This is a real dollar, but if I try to go pay with this at, say, 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven is still open in Chicago because Slurpees are essential. They won't take it. So I can fix it. You always fold it the same way that you fold it. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you always unfold it the same way that you fold it. So it's 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Nope.
What
Oh my
is
God.
he doing?
That is incredible.
Nope.
Nope.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to put it away very carefully now back in the box because I do have another show coming up in November. So that'll be ready. Want to make sure it's good. All right. We got time for like one more? Is that what's going on?
I mean, sure. Who cares?
Okay. All right. We'll do one more.
Yes.
And I think I should do this one because it's a classic of magic, just like, in classical music, you have your Beethoven and you have your Bach and all that stuff. In magic, we have classics. And this is one of the classiest classics there are. The ancient miracle of the Chinese linking rings. Ladies and gentlemen, we have records of magicians performing this trick for over 4,000 years. Most of them are dead. Most. 4 separate solid rings of steel. Now, you should be aware that this trick normally uses 8 rings, but I lost 4 of them when I was a kid. So it's the amazing 8-ring trick done with only 4 rings. And by the way, anybody know what they call this trick in China?
No.
It's the Chinese linking rings.
Oh.
Says it on the box. Sorry. All right. Now, for those of you that have never seen this trick before, the idea is to link the rings together in just like that. Now, if you're here with me right now, I could hand this out to you. You can actually touch it. You can pull on it. And let me ask you, can you see any holes in the rings?
No.
Well, what about that one right there?
Yeah.
That one's got one too. Did you know that joke is over 4,000 years old?
Oh.
It's still funny for some reason. But I'll do it a lot slower now with these two. This one, I'll do it so slow, and I'll do it real close up to the camera so you can see it real good. Solid steel melts through solid steel.
What?
Whoa.
Come on.
I know, it kind of hurts your eyes, doesn't it?
Yes.
So that's 2, and that's 2. But that's kind of boring. I know, I'm a magician. So we'll put all 4 of them together in the solid steel chain. There you go, all 4 together. Now, usually at this point, the idea is to take the top one. You bring that one down through the bottom of the chain like so. Show that one around, bring it back up through the top of the chain, but that's all really hard, so I never do it.
Come on.
It's kind of redundant, to be honest. So instead, usually what I do is I take this one right here, give that one a little tug, and you get 3 rings on one.
Get out of here.
No, please hold your applause.
Okay.
Oh wait, you were. All right, let's count these off, class. This is ring number
1.
4. Ring number 4.
4.
Ring number 3.
3.
Which leaves us with rings 2 and 1 still in the linked position. In order to get these 2 rings apart, you simply get the wrist rotation going at the apex of the centrifugal force, and I'll do this real close up so you can see it. Melts right apart.
What
No.
is happening?
This man is a
Heck
demon.
is going on?
Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time. My name is John Sturk. You can go up on my website at johnsturk.com. I'll do a virtual magic show for you, for your friends, for your company, because I got to do something. So thank you, Rance and Tara, for having me.